Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark, MMR Trains and More. Thanks for subscribing. We're 3/4 of the way home to our 1,000 subscriber mark, and I'd like to thank all of you for coming along with me on this journey. It started over 20 years ago, probably before most of us were even on YouTube. Anyways, I mentioned the last time maybe I would have a new video about the final, at least for now, final results of my Manitowoc shipbuilding company redo. And I'm happy to say that with the exception of a few figures and a little bit of action on the loading dock, I can call the rebuild finished, and I'm quite happy with it. Let's take a look at what we came up with. I mocked up a building that would kind of take advantage of the crossover on the main line for the siding, put an angle on the building, and then have the cars stored inside, which we talked about on the last video. And after looking at it, it just hid too much of the scene I just finished. So I started thinking what I could do for an interesting scene. And, referring back to the Manitowoc Company book that they put out for their 100th anniversary, Voyage of Vision, that, man, there are a lot of cranes on the property. And, of course, they made cranes, but I'm talking now the overhead gantry cranes, stuff that would have been put up probably in the early 1900s. And honestly, most of it lasted until the end of the shipbuilding era on that peninsula. So I looked around and decided a crane like that might work. Now I had probably, I can count at least 6 different instances on previous layouts where I used an overhead crane. Of course, all of these cranes that I mentioned that I had, none of them fit the space that I needed. And the idea of chopping them apart didn't really appeal to me that much. So I thought, I'll start with a brand new kit. So I picked one up. It's a kit I believe originally was released in the early 1990s, and the packaging I got had copyright 2015 on it. So it's been around. It's more brittle, I would say, than some modern plastic. I don't know what changed in the world of plastics, but I will say it takes liquid glue quite well. I mean, I had no problem bonding it together quickly. So that was nice. One of the neat things about our hobby is that we have a chance to pick things up at swap meets, as I mentioned, and we all know about, if you're in the hobby for any amount of time, that you pick up things, maybe you don't even need them immediately, and the deals are too good to pass up. And the last swap meet I attended, at the end of the proceedings that day, a fellow said, "Hey, do you want this depot from Lifelike or Bachman?" But the thing sat on a platform, and the platform would work out fine for my needs here at the shipyard. Well, you can see in this kind of a panning shot here the way it turned out, and Now, if you would be so kind to subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll see you down the rails.